Am I the a-hole for bringing my 6-year-old daughter's drawing to a family get-together when my sister-in-law looks overweight in the drawing? My daughter, Amy, a female 6-year-old, is into art. She takes great pride in her drawings, which she spends hours on. She eagerly shows them to anyone in the house. For a 6-year-old, her drawings are incredible and detailed. She draws everything, but my favorites are her drawings of people. She captures an emotion that you cannot describe with words, but you know exactly how it feels. On Thursday, my family and I went to visit my husband, Bob's parents, and sister, Pam. Amy spent the entire week leading up to the trip working on a special drawing to bring. I was floored when she showed me the finished product. It was a drawing of all 7 of us on the beach, surrounded by palm trees with the sun glistening over the ocean. It was the best she had ever done. However, Pam did not agree. Before I continue, I want to give background. A few years ago, Pam and I got into a really bad argument during a vacation. Bob took my side and we left. We haven't seen her in 3 years. Despite this, we want to patch things up so our kids, Kai and Amy, can have a good relationship with Bob's side of the family. Pam said some hurtful things to me, but I have no reason to intentionally make her mad. Back to the story. Pam is a tad overweight, and since Amy had no reference besides some old photos, and everyone in the drawing is in a swimsuit, her weight is accentuated. Bob's parents adored the drawing and hung it on the fridge. But when Pam found it, she asked why such an awful drawing was on the fridge. When I pulled Pam aside to ask her not to call my 6-year-old's art awful, she ripped me a new one. She told me the drawing was offensive and that clearly I must have made my daughter draw it to be petty. We must have been kind of loud because Bob and his parents came in. I tried to explain what happened, but Pam kept insisting I brought an unflattering drawing of her on purpose. Bob's mother then pulled me into another room and told me that even if I didn't do this purposefully to offend Pam, I should have inspected the drawing before bringing it to make sure it didn't contain anything Pam was sensitive about. This is where I could have been the a-hole. I said, loud enough for Pam to hear, "Why don't you give me a list of everything she's insecure about so I know for next time? Should it include her mustache and her saggy breasts?" Before Bob's mother could respond, Bob came into the room and told me I should go pack my things. In the car, Bob told me I was right and that we need to cut ties with Pam, and there was nothing wrong with bringing the drawing, but that I could have saved us the trip by de-escalating the situation. I told him it was no use if Pam was going to be such a jerk. Later, I talked to some friends about the situation, and I had a couple of friends who were like, "You never know what someone is insecure about. A drawing can always bring out their insecurities, so I should be more careful." I really didn't think a 6-year-old's drawing could be so offensive, but maybe it is? Make sure to comment what you think. Leave a like and follow.